adored you. I thought you were the best, most handsome brother in the whole wide world. You always took such good care of me. I remember when I was about 5 or 6, we were in the cornfield hoeing corn. You was hoeing corn. I was pulling weeds because we couldn't borrow but one hoe from the neighbors.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that day, you gave me my very first chew of tobacco.
Oh!
It made me sick as a dog.
How old was he? How old were you?
About 5 or 6.
And so how old was he?
He was probably 10 or 11.
So you started chewing tobacco at 10?
I don't know.
That's terrible.
He was 9 years old chewing tobacco? Tobacco?
No.
I bet you were.
Yes.
Well, Raymond did. Raymond chewed when he was 2, and he gave it to me, too.
Oh, he did. Go ahead.
Remember the time we were at school and it snowed about 3 feet?
Oh.
I was in 1st grade. I was so little I couldn't walk in the snow, and you and Francis had to drag me home. When we got home, Mama wrapped each one of us in a quilt and put us in front of the fire.
Oh.
I don't know where she got the wood for the fire, but she always managed some way.
Because Daddy probably wasn't home.
Yeah.
Another time I remember was when we were in someone else's woods cutting wood for the night. You put me in the top of the tree, and when you cut it down, I rubbed it all the way down to the ground. That was so much fun.
How dangerous.
We did that. They
Yeah.
cut them down, I'd climb the top.
I can remember that.
Oh my
Well,
God.
these trees wasn't that tall.
Pine trees.
No.
now.
Huh?
There's pine trees too, so you
Yeah.
got on this side.
They
and
wasn't
side.
that tall.
But
How
it
old
was
were you
heavy
when
you made
he
me drag
left
it to
home?
the
How old
house.
were you?
Yeah.
10
Made
years
her
difference.
drag it to the house.
All right, I got another page. When we moved to Fairview, I was 10 and you were 15. You made a bicycle out of old parts, and you let me ride it around and around the old apple tree. Remember the old apple tree?
Yeah.
No one else was supposed to bother your bicycle.
Oh yeah.
When you bought a car, you let me drive it, and I only sideswiped one person. When you finished school, you joined the Army, and that was a sad time for all of us. Mama and I were really upset when you went walking off up the road, and so was everybody else. When you came back home after being discharged, we didn't get to spend much time with you. I was already gone from home.
Oh.
This is not a farewell letter. I hope we get to spend a few more years together. We're all getting older, but my prayer is that someday, when we die, we will all be together with Mama and Daddy in heaven.
Amen.
I hope you have many, many more.
Very good, Doc. Very
We
good.
don't want to get too emotional here.
Bicycle that Doc's
wanna
talking about
start
when he went to
crying.
the Army, we all rode. And it was a bicycle that he had managed to get parts from somewhere. And, you know, he always had a mechanical mind. So
That
he
was
put it
my
all
question.
together.
When did he start putting things together?
He did that bicycle. And I don't
And that
know.
you were
He
15.
gathered up a whole lot of old parts of other bicycles and he put it all
Yeah, that's the
together.
way it happened.
I remember one time we was having saw wood with a crosscut. He got an old motor somewhere.
Yeah.
And he rigged the wheel up on that thing, and it'd pull that saw. And we'd get on one end, didn't have to take two to saw that wood.
So you were always,
He'd make-
Mechanical mind.
you know, he bought two bicycles when we lived in the White House. I always refer to the house beside Grandma
White House.
as the White House. All of my life I have. And he bought 2 old bicycles because money was tight, and he made me one.
Hey, you know what we use for inner tubes?
What?
Put sawdust
In the
in the tar.
oh.
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't
about
know
half
there
flat
too.
all
You
the
put
time.
sawdust in there, and it didn't have
That's why
it
he
too
had
good.
strong legs.
Yeah.
You know, every day when we'd get off the school bus, we had chores to do. You know, we couldn't go outside and play and do games that we wanted to do. We always had chores to do. So getting wood and that kind of stuff was what we had to do in the afternoon. Well, I remember one time Rose talking about putting Dot up that tree and sawing a tree down. Well, he done me a better deed than that because the tree was already down, and we went out with the crosscut saw and was sawing it up, and I got a scar on my knee right now.
That's all we did was get wood.
I have got a scar
You know
on
what
my
we did,
knee
Rose?
right
That's
now.
right.
Get wood, get wood, get
Yeah.
wood, get wood.
Where that saw cut me, it slipped and
Well, we don't wood.
we was I would pull it this
Oh,
way
my
and he'd
goodness.
pull it back that way. And the last time I pulled it, they
Oh,
took a hook out of my knee.
All right, Dottie. You done read this.
Yeah,
Yes, you have. Thank
yeah,
you.
you keep it in.
I'll keep it.
Yeah.
Here, go home, go home and read and you'll cry.
That's
Yeah.
from charity to both of you. You can do it later.
Oh,
You can read it later.
Okay.